Imagine you're in a meeting and someone suddenly turns to you and says, "What do you think?" And your mind starts racing. What do I think? How do I say it? And what if it comes out wrong? Now, in those few seconds, your brain goes from calm to chaos. And instead of clarity, out comes a jumbled answer that doesn't reflect what you actually meant. That's the real struggle of communication under pressure. Now, it's not that you don't have the answer, it's that you can't access it clearly when it matters the most. Clarity isn't about knowing what to say all the time. It's about knowing how to find your words when your brain freezes over. Now, I remember coaching a young executive, let's call her Meera. Smart, articulate, and thoughtful, until she was put on the spot one day. During a presentation, if her senior asked a direct question, she would stumble, go in circles, and later beat herself up for not sounding sharp. She once told me, "I know my stuff, but in the moment, my words just disappear." So we worked on one simple goal: how to stay articulate even when your mind goes blank. And what we discovered together became one of the most powerful communication lessons I have ever seen in action. Let's understand what happens inside your head when you are under pressure. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic and speech, starts to shut down as adrenaline rises. Your body goes into fight or flight mode. That's why your thoughts scatter. Your brain is trying to protect you, not help you perform. So, the key to articulating under pressure isn't about memorizing lines or sounding smart, it's about stabilizing your state first and structuring your message second. That's what great communicators do differently. Now, let's understand this better in these four steps. Step one, they buy time without sounding flustered. The worst thing you can do is to rush to fill the silence. When your brain is racing, your mouth shouldn't be. Instead, use what I call graceful pauses. Simple phrases like, "That's a great question. Let me think about the best way to frame an answer for it." Or, "Give me a second to organize my thoughts." Now, these short, confident pauses give your mind space to catch up and signal composure to everyone else. The audience doesn't think you are blanking, they think you being thoughtful. Now, step two, they think in structures and not sentences. When pressure hits, most people try to find the right words, but great communicators focus on the right order. Now, it's a simple framework you can use anytime: point, reason, example, wrap up. Start with your main point. "I believe we should delay the launch by 2 weeks." Then explain the reason, because the new data shows customer readiness is lower than expected. Give a reason or a fact. For instance, our last campaign faced backlash when we launched before testing engagement. And then finally wrap it up. So I would recommend we take the time now to avoiding the mistake again. Now that's 30 seconds of clear, structured articulation. No rambling, no repetition, just clarity under pressure. And step three, they regulate their pace and tone. When you are nervous, your speech naturally speeds up. It's your body's way of burning anxiety. But the faster you talk, the more you confuse your listeners and yourself. So slow down deliberately, breathe between sentences, let your voice drop slightly at the end of the sentence. It signals confidence and completion. It may sound subtle, but this alone can transform how you come across. Because when your delivery slows, your thoughts have room to align, they have space to align. And step four, they simplify and then expand. Now, under pressure, the instinct is to over explain, to throw everything you know into one response. But clarity loves simplicity. So, start with your core message in one line, then expand if needed. For example, instead of diving into 10 neat details right away, say the short answer is yes, and there are 3 reasons why. This phrase alone creates structure and confidence, even if you don't remember all 3 points. The listener feels guided, not overwhelmed. After a few weeks of practicing these skills, Meera transformed. In one meeting, the CEO asked a sharp question in the middle of the discussion. She paused, smiled, and said, "That's an important point." And here is how I see it. Then she spoke clearly, calmly, and concluded decisively. The CEO nodded, impressed. Later he said, she's sharp and he thinks on her feet. That's the magic. And she didn't become a different person, she just learned how to access her clarity under stress. And that is what I want you to take away. Being articulate under pressure isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's not about rehearsing every line, it's about organizing your thinking in real time. And the more you practice that skill, the faster your mind learns to stay composed, no matter how tough the moment. So, the next time you're asked a question unexpectedly or feel the tension rise, pause, breathe, give yourself permission to think, then speak from structure, not speed. Because in those moments, people aren't judging how much you know, they are observing how clearly you can think. And when your calm meets their chaos, your clarity becomes their confidence. That's how great communicators stay articulate even under pressure. So please do like, share, and subscribe if you like the content of these episodes in the series. And do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.